You're going?
Yep.
Hey, what's up, Street Talks? Eric here from the Eric from Street Photography blog. Currently at the Leica store in Bellevue. So got testing out the new Leica Q. So why don't you do a close up with the camera. So immediately, first really cool thing, they actually have a focusing tab. This is kind of a game changer because most of these kind of interchangeable or not interchangeable fixed lenses don't have this, and this is actually the thing I love most about my Leica is the fact that you actually have the focusing tab. Helps you focus the distances without even looking. If you look here, the minimum focusing distance is actually really close. It's 0.3 meters as opposed to 0.7 meters on a 35mm on a standard Leica. And not only that, but it also has autofocus. So if you turn the focusing tab all the way to the autofocus mode, it clicks, and now you could shoot autofocus. And this little tab here, if you push this down, then when you're turning it, then you could switch it back to manual focusing mode too. Also really cool, they have the ability to change the apertures in the front of the ring. So you could do aperture priority by just keeping it here. And it's a 28mm 1.7 lens, full frame, 24 megapixels. Not sure which sensor it uses. If you look in the back, it's also cool that you could actually see the 28mm frame lines. And if you actually look through, I wonder if you could actually look through the viewfinder. Does it show up?
Yes.
Can you see it? So you can actually see the frame lines too. So if I took a photo, you could kind of see how it adjusts things afterwards. Did that show up?
Yep.
Yeah. You can look on the top, see the shoot videos, single, continuous mode, change the shutter speeds on the top, or aperture priority mode, which makes it really solid. It's pretty comfortable to hold. They've put this little groove here where your thumb fits. It kind of feels like a thumbs up, which is pretty solid. In terms of everything else in the back, we'll pop it here, take out the battery here. Looks like it uses standard SD. Pretty solid. If you look through the menus, you could even change the crop mode. So I guess it was actually on 35mm crop mode, I didn't know that. So I guess if it's 28, it uses the full frame. And if you shoot 35, it shows you the 35 frame lines. 50mm, it'll show you the 50 frame lines, which is actually really cool.
The raw file is always 28mm.
And the raw file is always 28mm. Good to know.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and they got all this like menu stuff. I haven't really taken a look at this. You could change the look. You could change ISO right here. But yeah, I mean, the biggest question people will probably have is it kind of worth the money? I mean, it feels like a pretty solid camera. If you have a lot of money, you can afford it, and you want a fixed focal, full frame, compact digital camera, yeah, go for it. If you don't have pockets full of cash, I mean, other things to look at is the Sony RX1, the Ricoh GR, but yeah, first impressions are pretty solid. And is there a way to turn on the macro mode? Oh, that's cool. Well, that's really cool. So to turn on the macro mode, you twist this right here. Oh, then it all, that's pretty sexy.
And it moves the lens, the floating element inside the lens
Wow.
to compensate.
Wow, then you could really shoot close with this. That's actually pretty cool. And what does it retail for?
$42.50.
$42.50, right?
Plus tax.
So if you're rich, this is like probably going to be a really great camera for street photography. But yeah, it feels pretty solid in the hand. And then you have the little dials here to probably just use this for what, like exposure compensation and stuff like that. This dial up here probably.
For everything.
You're going to turn to everything.
It's the scroll button for the menu.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, but hands-on, looks pretty solid. Haven't really shot with it yet, but yeah, check it out. Cool. Yeah, it's a pretty cool camera.